If men didn't exist, there'd be no war, there'd be fewer crimes, there'd be less violence, there'd be fewer billionaires.
It strikes me as funny that the majority of individuals that make this type of content that think that the world would be so much better without men are obviously not students of history or the human condition.
There'd be less homelessness, there'd be equal pay, there'd be less oppression, there'd be less poverty, there'd be universal health care. All the money used to fund the military would instead contribute to free education.
Sadly, it is often the most uninformed individuals that often speak the loudest.
And affordable housing, livable wages, and environmental efforts. Period products would be free, there'd be no need for birth control and all of its side effects, there'd be no need for women's rights or Me Too movements.
It's amazing how blind a person can be when they actually believe that men are the root of all evil, and seemingly, they don't think that women can do any wrong.
There'd be no abortion debate, toilet seats would never be left up, there'd be more self-love, there'd be less body shaming.
What? More self-love and less body shaming if men didn't exist? Yeah, it doesn't seem like they've experienced much of reality, because in my experience, it's usually women that do the most of that, not men. But again, let's go on.
The world in general would be safer, cleaner, and more comfortable. Land would be shared, not stolen, there'd be less hate, and there'd be less fear. Let me know if I missed anything, and try telling me that I'm wrong.
A person doesn't really actually have to try that hard to point out how egregiously incorrect it is to say that half of the human population does all the wrong while the other half can do nothing wrong. I'll just leave that there.
What? Your mouth kind of reminds me of like a person from Whoville. Because you like lip is not there.
Well, I can't help that.
No, you can't. But like, it's just like Whoville.
Body shaming's fine until it's all about the weight, right? Goodness, here come the comments.
It is a man's role to provide.
Okay.
Yeah. If everyone keeps talking about the traditional roles, then I guess it is a man's job to provide.
So if it's a man's role to provide, will you take care of the house?
Of course.
Okay. So you will cook, clean, support him?
No.
No?
I will hire someone to do it.
Exactly. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I sense a bit of double standard.
No, but if I can afford it, if my man can afford it, then why? I'm giving birth to your kids, no? Obviously, if I want to work, I want to have my own side thing, I would love to. But it's not going.
Buckle up, guys. Today we're diving straight into a fiery battlefield where the war of genders erupts louder than logic itself. What starts as a declaration that the world would be better without men quickly exposes how ignorance often screams the loudest. The female voice paints a utopia, blind to the reality that humanity is flawed on both sides. Then comes the counterstrike, calm, rational, slicing through delusion like a blade. It's not just a debate, it's a mirror showing how misplaced blame has become modern empowerment's disguise.
The cybrothels in Berlin, where men are literally lining up to sleep with robots. Yep, robots. This isn't an episode of Black Mirror. It's happening right now, and it's a terrifying glimpse into the future. In Berlin, actual establishments called cybrothels are opening their doors, offering men companionship with AI-powered, anatomically correct dolls. They don't speak, they don't argue, they don't have needs, they're just cold, programmable, and built to serve on demand. Let that sink in. For 80 to 120 euros an hour, you can rent a synthetic woman. Customized to your preference, blonde, brunette, petite, curvy, silicone or thermoplastic elastomer. They even let you pick the personality. This isn't just creepy, it's the ultimate fantasy of control, where women are reduced to literal objects and men are encouraged to bypass empathy, effort, and connection altogether. And let's be clear, this isn't just about sex, it's about the death of intimacy. This is about men choosing to opt out of reality, to retreat into a fantasy where women exist to be programmed, not respected. No rejection, no boundaries, no humanity. And the longer they stay in that world, the less equipped they are to exist in ours. This isn't the future. This is the collapse of manhood disguised as convenience. Berlin's cyber brothels are just the beginning. What happens when boys grow up believing that love is transactional and consent is optional, as long as you pay for it? What happens when the most intimate act becomes completely mechanical? And if you think this won't spread beyond Berlin, think again. Tech is fast and morality, that's slow. We need to talk about what happens when men stop needing women and start replacing them.
All right, guys, here's where hypocrisy steps into the spotlight. Body shaming is condemned until it's done by the same people who claim to hate it. The irony is heavy. Laughter masks insecurity, and acceptance only applies when convenient. Then we drift into the myth of traditional roles, where words twist faster than reason. A woman demands luxury, outsourcing effort, calling it empowerment. The man's dry wit breaks it down effortlessly, its entitlement dressed as independence. A perfect storm of double standards unfolds in just under a minute.
As you can't be my boyfriend unless you pay my bills after 3 months, and that made some men very angry. So I decided to revise that because I'm about to delete this dating app and just not date men altogether because you guys all are after one thing and you don't understand the concept of investing in a lady. So I said, what can we do here? What can we do? And then a story popped into my mind of a lady who had a boyfriend who would always run from her whenever she was trying to get hanky-panky from him. And turns out he couldn't do that. He had problems in that area because he was older. And I was like, oh my God, why did I think of this? So I changed my status to only interested in generous men who are not looking for a sexual relationship. And 3 of the men I was talking to, 2 of them deleted the chat, and one of them said, I'd still like to talk to you. I'm still interested, even if you're not interested in that. There's a market for this. There's guys out there who pills don't work. They're not interested. And he is the oldest one out of the 3. So where am I wrong here? I like to be upfront and honest with people. You want a girlfriend, I want a handbag and some 5-star meals and a nice man who talks to me correctly, who's generous.
Now this part hits hard. The cyber brothel revelation feels like a scene ripped from a dystopian future. We're pulled into a world where men rent intimacy, not love, and technology turns desire into data. The commentary pierces deep. When connection becomes code, humanity decays. It's not just about robots. It's about a crisis of emotion, empathy, and purpose. Every word warns of a world trading tenderness for control. The tension builds like a psychological thriller, eerie, reflective, and painfully relevant to our digital age.
Women hate barn-dominiums. Let me tell you why. Men design homes that are functional. Barn-dominiums are functional. Everything a man needs can be within 800 square foot. Got a full kitchen right here with all my food. Got my king-size bed. Got some toys in the corner. Big screen TV. Even got my washing machine and dryer in my bathroom so I can just fold things up when I'm done, get right on the hanger, and when I get done with my bubble bath, just hop right in, take a shower, because I like bubble baths. Makes sense, right? Just like this towel, haven't washed it in 2 years. Why? I'm clean, it's clean forever. Men math. Women design homes with 31 rooms and 31 walk-in closets. For what? Things from Amazon and Shein that you're never gonna take back? Men have 1 closet, and it's 4,500 square foot. It's called a shop. Here is my 4,500 square foot closet. Yeah, that's a real bear. Killed it with my bare hands. But that is also a 1971 Chevelle with a 454 in it, 85 Blazer with an LS motor in it. But as you guys can see, it's clean. There's no boxes in here. Why is it that women think empty garages and shops are meant for boxes and dirty boots? Women want pools on cul-de-sacs. Men want ponds on 52 acres. The one thing women love about barn-dominiums is that the wraparound porches are big and beautiful, just like your mom's.
Now that we are legally married, I would like to serve you with these.
More paperwork?
Yep, divorce papers.
You're funny, baby.
I'm not joking. I'm being 1000% serious. I want a divorce. I never had intentions of living happily ever after with you. My plan was to be your wife and divorce you right after.
But you said you loved me.
I was just selling the role. I guess that makes me a great actress.
I mean, I gave you everything.
You're a fool who fell for the wrong person. I never loved you.
I trusted you.
Trust is overrated. Money is all that matters in this world. I will now be taking half of everything you own.
No, you won't. We both signed a prenuptial agreement.
A prenup?
Watched The Notebook and I felt so bad for the fiance. Could you imagine from his perspective? Like, he meets the love of his life. He gets engaged to her. They're about to get married. And she goes, I used to love painting and I painted a lot and I need a few days to clear my head. And he goes, okay. And by the time she gets back, she goes, so I met my high school first love and I know that we're engaged, but I had to sleep with him. Like, come on, I had to sleep with him. And it was amazing. He was so good in bed. So I'm gonna pick him. Like, I know I said I love you, but I love him.
Your man comes home and he's hungry. Would you wake up and make him a meal?
No. Hell no. He can be independent. Be independent.
it. No, he makes me a meal. What the f?
I didn't hear your answer.
I mean, I'm happily married. I'd make him a meal.
You'd make it?
Thanks, man. No, take it back. I'll make the meal. I'll make the meal.
Some things you need to hear. Number one, a good man would rather marry a grocery store clerk who makes $14 an hour, but is super feminine, wants to serve him, loves to cook, loves to do all the wife qualities, and wants to have a family, rather than a millionaire boss babe who only cares about work and being independent. Number two, if you expect a man to be taller than you and make more money than you, don't get upset when he wants you to be younger than him and have a low body count. Number three, even though the world doesn't praise you as much for it, it is a much bigger accomplishment to find the love of your life young, to have a bunch of kids, to have a happy and healthy home, and to raise a nuclear family than it ever will be to achieve a certain title at work or start a business. Number four, feminism is the complete opposite of empowering. OF, the industry, killing your babies because it's inconvenient, all damage you more than anybody else. It damages women more than anybody else in this society. So how is that empowering to women? And lastly, it's going to be more beneficial for you long term to work on skills like cooking from scratch, baking, reading literature, painting, doing feminine hobbies than it is to go.
Here's where satire meets truth in brutal fashion. A woman publicly declares dating as a financial transaction, calling it investment. The commentary responds with surgical precision. When affection is monetized, love becomes commerce. Then comes a comical yet raw shift, contrasting men's practicality with women's obsession with excess. The Barnuminium, seen isn't just humor, it's metaphor. Simplicity versus vanity, logic versus luxury. Beneath the laughs lies a clear statement. Values have flipped, and materialism is wearing a feminist badge.
Come on, bro, it's a girl. Come on, bro, it's a girl. Play D. All right. Ball in. What are you doing, bro? It's a girl, man. Come on, you better than that, bro. That's not even special, bro. Come on, man. It's a girl, bro.
You said that last time.
It's a girl. Nah, man. Come on.
Hey, Dad, what is it like being married?
Not right now. I'm busy.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wait. Don't go away.
What? What do you mean? You just told me to leave.
No, don't ignore me. Now apologize.
Apologize for what?
I know what it's like to be married.
It's gonna get me in trouble, but bear with me, this is coming from a good place. But this is my hot take. I have heard, especially recently, time and time again, many a time, women talk about how much they miss an alpha masculine man. And I want a man to come and do this for me and provide and take care of me, and I'm tired and I fell for the feminism and the working and I'm exhausted and I want to have kids, and that whole tune that we've been hearing. I've heard it a lot and I sympathize and I understand a lot and I empathize, but I seldom hear them say, and this is what I will give.
Never.
Daddy, can you relax? I'm on a roll here, okay? But I hear it a lot of what they want to receive, and I get it, but what are you gonna give?
Only men can do this.
Only men can do what? I feel like that's rude. There's nothing that men can do that women can't do. If anything, women do it better. But whatever. Are you down to go get a coffee soon? Ow! Ow! You need to stop. But no, I'm kind of hungry. I'm feeling like a breakfast sandwich. What do you mean only men can do? I feel like that's crazy of you to say. So you think I can't do anything after you just told me how proud you were of me? Whatever. Are you hungry though? Or should we get actual food instead of coffee? Because I'm feeling that. We should go to the mall. I've been wanting a new pair of shoes though. Seriously. Wait, what did you say earlier that only men can do? That women can't? You said? Babe? Babe. Did I say something? Are you mad now? I didn't even do anything. You're just being petty. Whatever. Babe, seriously. No, seriously.
What's something you think every man should get to experience in their life, Dad?
Dramatically swiping everything off of a table to make room for a giant map to explain a plan.
Buckle up again, because this twist feels cinematic. A seemingly loving wife hands over divorce papers moments after saying I do. The betrayal is ice cold. Love was never real. It was a contract, a calculated trap. As she reveals her plan to take half, the husband calmly drops the bomb. A prenuptial agreement. The tension snaps instantly. It's justice, irony, and poetic revenge all in one breath. This short scene perfectly captures modern manipulation, how affection has become a business deal, and greed always writes the final act.